Hi, it's Marnie with Clarity Development. Again, this video is not to be used in place of therapy. It's simply tools, a reminder of something maybe I've already taught clients, or an introduction to some of these tools for toolboxes. So today what we're going to talk about is the TIP skill from DBT, dialectical behavioral therapy. This can be used anytime that we feel our body become reactive or heightened. And so in another video, we'll talk about the nervous system and the fight or flight response and when we become triggered and heightened. And so what this TIP tool can achieve for us is it's a sort of a grounding technique for our body to pull us back down into the moment and allow us to think about things, to be responsive instead of reactive. And so in TIP, the T stands for temperature. So if we feel ourselves really dysregulated and really heightened, cold water splashed on our face can help. It can kind of shock our body into saying, oh, okay, we need to stop the hamster wheel of thoughts and we need to stop the reaction going on in our body that's telling us we're not safe. And we need to calm down. So we throw cold water on our face. Or we could take a Ziploc bag full of cold water or ice, maybe with a towel, and put that on our face and say, oh, okay, I need to feel this sort of extreme cold so that my brain will say, oh, hold on, we have something else we need to worry about. We need to get out of this reaction and tune into what's going on with all this cold water. So it can sort of break that reaction. It's best to do on your eyes or your cheeks. And the water really shouldn't be anywhere below 50 degrees. We're saying like cool. Well, certainly don't freeze your face, right? You're just wanting to sort of jolt your body into saying, whoa, okay, stop having this automatic reaction. We need to stop and pause and wonder why our face is so cold. So it gets the brain to sort of break out of that reaction. The I in TIP stands for intense exercise. So this can calm your body down when it's revved up by emotion. When we have a heightened response to something or we're triggered or we're in that fight or flight, we have a very revved up nervous system. And so engaging our body in exercise can help. It doesn't have to be for a really long time. It can be as simple as sitting there and moving your body. What will work the quickest and sort of the fastest is we can sort of get that stored up energy or that excessive energy out by running, walking fast, jumping, doing the shake. Like, have you ever seen dogs shake? Or when animals come out of anesthesia, they shake. That's sort of re-regulating their nervous system. And we can do the same thing. People will say in sports, shake it off. Really, you can do that. It makes a difference. We can play basketball or lift weights, but engage our body in something that causes it to use energy, to expend it. And there's two things that happen there. So we have our right brain and our left brain, right? When we take part in bilateral stimulation of our body, which is like running is bilateral, it helps the sides of the brain talk to each other and process things. So if you've ever felt like if you went on a walk and you got some really great ideas or you got some clarity or you kind of processed through something that was really heavy before you left on the walk and then it felt kind of resolved when you got home, it's powerful. So when we engage in exercise, especially bilateral engagement of exercise, it's good for our body. It's good for our nervous system. And it's good for our brain, our emotions, our thoughts. Everything is connected to better health when we move our body. P can stand for two things. One is paced breathing. We can hijack our nervous system. So that fight or flight, if I were walking in the woods and a cougar came up on me and it growled at me, my body would not ask permission. I wouldn't take time to think about it. My body reacts. It says, you're not safe. We are not safe. We need to fight We need to flee, we need to freeze, we need to do one of those core things that people since the beginning of time have used to stay safe and stay alive. And so the part of the brain that does that, and there's another video that goes into that deeper, but the part of the brain that does that is automatic. It's not a choice, it's an automatic reaction. And so what we want to do is hijack that and say, okay, I need to come back into my thinking brain. I need to come back into awareness and be in charge of this. And one of the ways that we can do that is hijack our breathing. Now, our heart doesn't ask us how fast to beat. Our digestion doesn't ask us if we want to have any input on how fast we digest. But our breathing is one thing in our body that we literally can have some control over. Now, we breathe while we're asleep, not on purpose. When we're thinking about other things, we're still breathing, not on purpose. So it's an automatic thing within our body, but we can also be in control of it if we choose to. So if we choose to breathe very slowly, it can trick our system into thinking we're safe. So instead of that heightened that we get from fight or flight, we purposefully do very relaxed breathing. Now, relaxed breathing is sort of specific. We want to breathe out for longer, more slowly than we breathe in. That's one of the things that triggers the body to think, oh, okay, we're safe, we're calm. So we breathe deeply into our belly. I mean, these are not shallow little breaths. These are long, big, blow up the balloon breaths. And then as we breathe in, we could do 4 square breathing. So breathe in for 4 seconds. Hold for 4 seconds. Just let your whole body go still. And then breathe out for 4 seconds and hold for 4 seconds. Now, again, we need to breathe out for a little longer than we breathe in. So as part of that second 4 seconds that we're breathing out, try and keep exhaling everything that you can, like a balloon that you just absolutely get every bit of air out. Okay, so let's practice it for a second. So we're going to count to 4 on the way in. Hold for 4. Let out. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we would repeat. And doing quite a few of those, just one will certainly be helpful, but doing, maybe a half dozen of them in a row will really calm your body down and get the message that, okay, we're all right. The other P and tip is for paired muscle relaxation. And so this is sort of like that intense exercise, but if you literally are at work, it's 11 o'clock in the morning, you're feeling very heightened, you cannot leave to go on a run. You can sit in your chair in the middle of a board meeting, wherever you are, and you can do paired muscle relaxation. No one will know the difference. So while we breathe into our body, notice the tension in your body. While breathing out in your mind, say relax. And you're letting the tension leave your body intentionally. So you're noticing it as you breathe in. Where is it? Where do I feel tense? And then as you breathe out, you are telling your brain, relax. You're telling your body, relax, let go. And then feel if your body feels different. Does it feel lighter? Does it feel less tense? And then just continue doing that. Mindfully saying, where do I feel tense? And then letting it go as you breathe out. So breathe in mindfully. And out, we let go and we relax. And that's going to take a lot of practice. At first, it can feel a little bit artificial, like, yep, still the same, still feel tense. But the more we practice it and the more we trust the process, the more powerful that it can be. And it's something that can be employed anywhere you are. That pace breathing, the P's in TIP, can be done anywhere. You can be in a crowded room. You can be in a car full of people. You can be in your office by yourself, at home with your family, in the same room, and they may not realize it, but you are mastering control over your body, over your reactions, and building ability to make responses that serve you well. So it's powerful. You can take it anywhere you go. You don't need anything. You don't need anyone. You need nothing special. And nobody even needs to know that you're employing the tool. But it's a powerful way to master your responses to things, to master how your body feels to be inside. So if you're filled with anxiety and filled with tension, you have tools to release that. If your body is heightened and triggered in a trauma response, you have tools to release that and reset that and hijack that system. The power is within you. You don't need anything extra or anyone else. By practicing these, or remembering to employ them, especially when you're heightened, you will be able to make choices that serve you better and be more comfortable in your body as you experience difficulty. So again, that's a TIP method. It's from DBT. And I invite you to watch more of the videos from Clarity Development. Reach out if I can help in any way.